Rock number 802, welcome to the collection.
Welcome to the Blibby.
There, all better.
Playoffs tomorrow.
Give me your wings.
Rock number 802, welcome to the collection.
Palm sweaty.
Rock number 802, welcome to the collection.
Welcome to the Blibby. I don't know. I'm losing, to be honest, but could put this down to 5. Is Warlock playable in this meta? Here in America, it's playable,
Give me your
but
paw.
can't say the rest of the world. So we should have a turn 6 lethal. I think I calculated correctly. So we'll see if they have a turn 6 lethal. It's actually insane how reliable this is. Right now I could go single long body, hero power. Gets this down to 1, right? Down to 1. Then I play this and I play that, but then I can't do both. Where this correct then. Actually, you know what's interesting? If I go hero power here, not worse than playing the second Parrot Sanctuary. I can go. If I go hero power here, and then next turn I go hero power, right? Play this, this 1, this 0. I think both are technically wins.
Just quickly.
Wait a second. need math. Hero Power Shard was better. No, so I go sing along buddy here. I think I have it, so if they don't kill me, I win. You'll see. If they kill me. Win for no hands? Holy solitaire, chat. Wait, no. That's okay. Woo! It's close, chat.
I'm low on cards. Out of cards.
Chat, ready to see the skill? Zero, nope. Got it though. Perfectly calculated, chat. Chat, I love the interactivity of that game, you know? Just the sheer amount of like our decisions mattering to each other, you know? Other than just who killed each other first. Do you like the tourist version better? I'm playing the tourist version because every good player, the good players in the Masters Tour brought this build, so it's kind of seems like it's the consensus that this is the good build.
Nothing stands in my way.
A free win, dude. Can't even type it correctly. No, that's why it is it's playoffs for EU, but not for America. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I have had a chance to go through the Asia lineups. I did a lot of prep this morning, Tenacious. Basically, I have a lot of ideas. I have like a few things I'm sure about, a few things I'm not sure about, and we're playing things just to see if like if they're actually good, basically, or if they're bait. A lot of interesting stuff. If you want to know probably why I'm bringing Hunter. Hunter was like the most banned class, and even as the most banned class, it still had the highest win rate. But maybe like it's ridiculous. So I don't know. Thoughts on the new Cycle Rogue? I think it's good. But if I bring like if I bring in this deck, I'm bringing it to probably get banned. But rogue lineups, but yeah, but like what's interesting is like rogue lineups. But it's so yeah, playoffs start tomorrow. I was telling everyone, Warrior was okay. It did well in Asia. It's not doing well in EU, but it's decent, right? It's a decent thing. It's so. What did I see? Is what I'm trying. Rogue did not do very good. Interestingly enough. Where are the stats? They're in a lot of different places. There's not. I literally put stuff in Excel this morning. So yeah, I'm not gonna give, but yeah, basically the stats are kind of everywhere. The EU lineups, they're out there. It's actually kind of annoying to find some of the shit, but yeah, thank you, Tenacious. Yeah, I could see that's the top 8 stats that you're showing there, right? If you go to the Swiss, yeah. Yeah, Rogue had a 46, Paladin at a 48% win rate. Hunter at a 56% win rate, despite only having 85 games, aka getting banned. So Hunter had the second highest win rate. Warrior did very well in Asia. But it didn't do, you could see it just farming rogues. So it's a little bit of a small sample size. EU Warrior is actually doing very poorly so far. Wait, bro. What? Oh. Chad, do I have to go in here to not die? I feel like the plays go in, to be honest. Like, I can't kill this otherwise. I can Glacial Shard their face, but...
How interesting.
Yeah. Are you streaming your games? I haven't decided, actually. So Warrior is like decent. Right? I have some reasons why I'm 50-50 on Warrior. It does some things very well. So it's bad against Death Knight, and if you look at the stats, it's bad against Warlock. But they didn't play that much of that. So really, if you look at its like 58% win rate, it just completely dominated Rogue and did well against Druid. So it did quite well against the most popular 2 decks, which is why it did well. But it was very small sample size, so. Oh, missed lethal? What was the lethal, dude? Poseidon, what was the lethal? Can you please share the lethal? Poseidon? Can you please inform us how I could have done 3 more damage? No, sorry. Sorry, bro. Oh, God. Oh, I lost. Sucks.
I'm done here.
This is like a 90% matchup that I lost here. It's embarrassing. Dude, those double 8/8s were brutal there. Because if he doesn't get double 8/8s there, he can't do the face damage. So it was a very risky play that worked out.
Nothing stands in my way.
They're on these kind of plays. Stu blah blah blah. I like holding Glacial Shard because of Rat. That completely made sense, and it was almost for sure a misplay what I just did there. But I'm learning this deck, so you know these are the little mistakes that I'm trying to make now. I don't make them later, basically. If I take copy, I think I take copy. It might actually be right to copy it sooner, because like the only way I really lose this matchup, I'm pretty sure, is getting ratted. You know. Well, now that hit all you can eat.
Give me your call.
The citadel stands strong.
Give me your call.
I'm doing this early. This is my dirty rat insurance, because basically the way I look at it is like the only way I'm probably losing this game is getting dirty ratted here, so this seems correct. They're so slow, they haven't done anything. Bad draws though. Now my this only draws me this jerkwad, right? Any other? I guess it draws me Glacial Shard, I guess. Well, that's not good. Bro, come on, dude. Really? I top deck the one effing card that I frickin' is useless? Oh my god, dude. Alright, whatever. What decks do you think? I'm not gonna tell you, Tom Craven. You can infer from watching the stream. Alright? But I'm not gonna openly say my exact thought process today. Alright?
My petal and sword.
Come now, showtime!
Wait, I can get more of those dragon guys. I never thought about that.
Nothing gets past my hounds!
Interesting. So I should have held all you can eat, and then put the dragon guy back in my deck. I didn't realize you could do that. These are the little plays that do I have lethals here? I feel like I'm close. So let's see. This is I'm close, but I don't think I have it.
How interesting.
It's just like I could put the plushes back in the deck, so I have another plush, right? But do I want to do that? Because then I can't go face.
Decisions.
I'm scared.
Too quickly.
You think the new warrior deck is playable? So here in America, yeah. So the government can't tell you, you know, what decks to play. So a lot of people have been playing it, all right? You know? So I can't say what it's gonna be with the, like, EU, you know, but like here in America, sure.
Come now, showtime!
Bro, this deck is absurd. I mean, See, I figured, like, why would you ask if a deck is playable when you've seen me play it, when you've seen tons of other people play it, the stats say it's reasonable. Like, why would somebody ask such a terrible question unless they were a part of a, you know, an authoritarian government that told people what decks they can't play and not play, right? Why would you just, like, ask if things that are clearly, like, decent decks are playable? It's obviously, we have a lot of our viewers, they've gotten a VPN and they're watching from their bunkers, all right? Yeah. Like, are people that insecure that about like their deck choices that they can see multiple pros playing the deck, but they still have to ask, you know? Next people we're gonna say is coffee drinkable? Is are shoes wearable? You know? Like I have to assume it's because people are fleeing their totalitarian governments, right?
My wool itches.
Blah, 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 blah. The opinion of a professional player becomes a little more assuring. See, this is I've realized why consultants make so much money is because basically they get hired to reassure people. But if I'm gonna be reassuring, I want to get paid. All right. If I want to like be like, Mr. Streamer, is it okay for me to wear a T-shirt today? You know, like I just need to know the professional opinion of a streamer. You know, is that so unreasonable? It's not unreasonable, but it's also gonna cost you. All right. So some serious son of a top deck.
There, all better. My petal and sword. There, all better.
Dude, I literally put no stupid questions today, you know? Because I gotta focus on my gameplay, alright?
Let the heavens ignite.
Thorn in your side. Give me your paw.
Yeah, I think you're right, Rope Coach. Fully turning into a villain. Alright? Dude, that's what that's Batman, right? You either die, you die in platinum.
Relax your mind.
Not a great keep. The stat said it was a good keep, specifically against Demon Hunter, which makes sense to me, just intuitively. We're in a good spot now, though. Lethal. Chat, chat, did I ever tell you about the chat that cried lethal? Wait, how was it lethal, dude? Never mind. Edge. Yeah. That's why I'm practicing this deck, okay? Chat, you know what I should do is I should say Warrior is unplayable unless you pay me a tariff. Right. With the new president. Alright. And I'll be the middleman, alright? I get paid 10 rune stones per game. And I'll
Feel the power of the wild world.
Nothing stands in my way.
yeah. I just don't intuitively have the sense for my draw points. I just need to play it more. I'll be fine. I don't know. I think the questions of like tell me how to live my life are the ones that I find the most frustrating. You know, there's like a million versions of that question. Of like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life, Mr. Streamer. Should I play this deck? Should I play that deck? Is it okay to play this deck even though it's not being complained about on Reddit? You know? No, not all questions are hated equally. Is your deck viable? Yeah. This stupid question Saturday. Look, chat, I put no stupid questions in the title today. Just think about just like think about, would you ask Darth Vader this question, you know? If you were an admiral. Like, you know, would that be a good idea? Force choked the first the problem is Darth Vader force choked the first person to ask a dumb question. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, the Twitch streamer equivalent is banning your viewers, obviously, but. Dude, I need to draw freaking all you can eat here. Why red lightsaber over green or blue? No, not out back, alright? I'm not a gangster, okay? gangsters do that, right? I'm Darth Vader in this scenario. I do it literally in front of everybody. And everybody just acts like it's not happening, you know? They're like, oh. That's probably what's great about it, is it's just like the calm of everybody else around that just doesn't ask questions. And I'm kind of getting wrecked here. Bro, where? Son of a... I'm about to get wrecked. Gilly should have taunt. That would make it actually a good card. I think I'm cooked, chat. I still haven't drawn my jerkwad here. I don't know. Wait, I only have one. Okay, we're just giving up here.
I'm done here.
Gotta play more.
Kerrigan versus Malfurion. Feel the power of the wild world.
Nothing stands in my way.
This deck is pure dog shit versus Imbue Druid. Okay, so let's just think about this. What does it mean? What win rate would pure dog shit be? All right, because I could see like dog shit infused with something else, right? But pure dog shit, that's a bold claim. All right, so if we go to our win rates, right? Over here on the HS replays, right? So we look over here behind my head. It's 46.3%, right? That isn't pure. That's very impure dog shit, right? Go to top 1,000, right? Okay. 46.2. So what really is probably happening is you're pure dog shit, which is, you know, that's you should think about that, okay? You know, we all dog shit connoisseur. Dude, Warshak, I used to be nice on this stream, and then it's just the stream has become ruthless. All right. Chad, one of these days, dude, I gotta get. Chad, I gotta get sponsored by BetterHelp, so I could be like, have you got an emotional damage done to you by your favorite streamer? This is the worst thing possible, chat. Ah, come on, dude. Oh, I'm so effed. I would needed to kill this. Son of a, I think I already lost here. I did see that. I mean, somebody else got a list with a punch card. I mean, I'm kind of effed here, so there's just really no winning here. So we do this. Wish they were broadcasting it. Oh, thank you. I don't know. I don't know if I want to. It's do I have any theoretical NoHandsGamer here? I don't think I do. Well,
I'm done here.
if I had gotten the kill on this guy, we'd have been okay, but I didn't. And we just got wrecked. It's okay to swear on Twitch, mate. I kind of look like I kind of look at swearing the way I look at all vices. It's like the more you use them, the less pleasurable they become. So, you know, I'd like to save a good F-bomb for an appropriate time, you know? Yeah, okay. I also just hate those, like, a lot of 17-year-olds are like this, where they've learned to swear and they have nothing to say. So they just swear all the time to, like, act like they have something cool to say and act like they're edgy, which is understandable because they're 17 and they have no idea, like, the world is confusing and they've learned this basic technique. But I don't want to be perceived as a 17-year-old, all right? Maybe, I don't know what 17-year-olds are like nowadays, chat. But do you ever keep a plush here? All right, Rogue Coach, what do you think is the right play? Coin Parent Sanctuary or Coin Exotic? I could see either one being correct. Like, I don't know. I could Coin Sanctuary. Okay. Yeah, I mean the math, like, it's more so I could do both, and then I don't know what I'm doing on turn 3 here, you know? So it's like I don't know what's optimal, basically. Now the question is, do I throw in a Glacial Shard here? I just don't really know what I'm doing. I would save it. I could do Glacial Shard, and then I get to go Wound Prey. I'm wondering. So basically, I'm wondering if I can get a bunch of chip damage in. I only need 1 plush without the bonus. I'm gonna go with my gut here. All right. This is what my gut tells me. Yeah. I don't have the instincts. So I see what you're saying. It's just like I just need to play this deck more. But now I get to push 6 damage, which I like. Like, this just seems very annoying for them, and now it's like, now I can now I just go button. Like, I don't even need the full charge damage here.
By petal and sword.
So I'm gonna go button again, right? Gonna be 5. And then so I have 12. I can push them down. I just push them down to Yeah, so I almost for sure have his turn 6 win here. So they have to like counter win on turn 6. Oh, I need only one more damage to face to win on turn 6. Oh, this is bad because I can't kill this now. Oh god. Am I cooked? Alright, they've only pressed it once. I think I might be F'd here. Well, what are you gonna do? Is there a card I could draw from this? Not really. Well, I don't think drawing matters. Yeah, I mean, so this only is 2, so right now their King Plush has 10 attack, I have 30 life. So they do it, it goes up to 14, so even if they duplicate it, they don't have the mana to do everything here. So I should be fine, but yeah. They have location. Yeah, location gives them 1 more mana. But yeah, you're right, they only hit for 28, so they're 1 off. Yep. Nice thing about, interestingly enough, they might have thrown by not going face the previous turn, which is kind of interesting. But if they go face, then I can trade this off, so that doesn't also work, so. Is anything more ban worthy than Hunter? I'll give you a hint of what happened on Asia. Hunter was the most banned, and despite that, it had the highest win rate. So, even with the ban, like, because in theory, okay, all the decks that don't ban it should be beating it, but that's not actually what happened. So Warrior is 59%. Yeah, I'm kind of taking some statistical liberties because Warrior had 30 like 40 games, where Hunter had about 90 games. So yeah. I'm doing some simplifying, right? So I consider 90 games with lots of bans much more powerful of a tell than 40 games, but
Keep on banning.
I want to root for you. This is kind of like when people say like, "Oh, I want to support an ethical company," and then they realize they just can't eat anymore. Which heroes can you bring? I should think about that, Shoosh Boomer. I because like the Machiavelli point of view. So the no hands Machiavelli take is that Blizzard like knows that human beings just need to complain, and if they don't print cards like King Plush, people will attack good cards like Wheel. So to stop the counteract that, what they do is they yeah, it's basically to counteract the haters. They have to print a few cards so that people will leave wheel alone. You know? Well, this is exciting.
I'm done here.
It's interesting of like, yeah, they just went for Dirty Rat right away. I should probably play around Dirty Rat hard. Why Zimmer is a perfect scapegoat, yeah. Unbanned, yeah. Remember, like, people think Hearthstone is a card game, but really it's a class warfare simulator. So it's all like Hearthstone is all about telling others why their class is wrong, and that they're bad people, and that you are the good guys. All right. So when you understand this, you understand that's what like the real game is getting your opponent's deck nerfed and then dehumanizing them afterwards, saying like, well, even though their deck is now like completely unplayable, it's saying, well, they deserve that, right? So no, it could make sense ratting early. Like I haven't drawn more cards with all you can eat, so
Versus Valera.
The dream must be protected. Nothing stands in my way.
I don't need more minions here. It's probably still just Parrot Sanctuary though. I don't know.
There, all better.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
Give me a call.
I need more imbues here.
Rot number 802,
Welcome to the BveBB.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
Too soon.
Yeah, this seems bad. If I top deck some sort of jerkwad here, maybe we have a chance. I don't know. Okay, do I have a okay, so if I go this, double hero power, goes down to 5. Doesn't really win, right? Oh god. I don't know how to win here. Very confused.
How interesting. Choose quickly. By petal and sword.
Bad.
Choose soon.
Alright. Have a path to victory here. I haven't done the math though. Theoretically in the game, NoHandsGamer here, chat.
My hand is too full.
So they have to not have lethal. Unlikely. Then we go hero power. Then we
Welcome
play this.
to the
We
crew.
play both for 14, so 28. It's like with the 2 mon, so the theoretically in the game. Wait, NoHandsGamer here. Did he F up? I think he F'd up. Did a win for solitaire decks, chat? My 1/4 here. No!
Almost out of cards.
Hit the 1/4. The 1/4, hit the 1/4, hit the 1/4, hit the 1/4. Yes. Again?
Almost out of
Do it again?
cards.
No.
I'm out of cards.
Do it again? Wait, did we win this, chat? Hanging in their NoHandsGamer? With the solitaire deck? Holy hoppatatu! Limited holy Are you okay? I'm great.
Keep on panning.
Wow, how did we win that game? Stupid. Hello, mommy.
Keep on panning.
Buddy lived, you were dead. Yep. 2 solitaire decks. Green 1/1. Chat, when I play a solitaire deck, it's you know, I'm just playing the meta. I'm just you know, it's a dog eat dog world out there. It's just, you know, I'm just doing what I need to survive, all right? When my opponent plays a solitaire deck, they're a terrible person, all right? And they should look at, like, the world needs to finally stand up to them, all right? Your stream sounds twice as loud as your microphone. All right, I can lower it. No, I don't want to lower it. This is just kind of the way it is. I don't know. I had like the microphone really on like full vat. Like, all right, I can turn it up a little bit. Or I can just put the microphone closer to my mouth. That's probably what I should do. Or I don't know. Is this better? Am I watching Balatro here? Dude, I've seen I've seen Raffle dominating the Balatro market. I looked at Balatro.
Welcome to the crew.
On Twitch. And I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's two other people who are big. Okay. But yeah, it's like Raffles dominating. I don't know, but it's an interesting it's like a new it's getting pretty oh, it's okay, I don't know, this is so there's like people who are like uber tier famous who have like 2 million followers playing the game. Raffle survived.
Kerrigan versus Malfurion. I must protect the wild.
Nothing.
Chat, I'm just like,
My way.
dude, it takes guts, you know. It doesn't yeah. It's if you like single player based roguelikes, I don't think I like single player roguelikes. Seen Miserable and Wild. I like one-on-one. I like the interaction. Just chat, I don't know if you like knew last game, but you know, it was really exciting. Just that feeling of like either both players' actions mattered, and like that feeling of just that like back and forth of like, oh, I do something, my opponent reacts. I think that's just such a cool thing about Hearthstone, you know? You know, that interactivity, right? So
Thorn in your side.
the chat see this joke. Dude.
Must have slept in. Thorn in your side. Follow the flutter wings.
I need another frickin' nice. Very good.
There, all better.
Yeah. They're at 28 health was actually huge, because now I can OTK them in like 2 turns, right? Freeze the 4/4. So I am basically looking to pop off on turn 6. So I'm better off waiting because they could have bigger minions. There's no real read, like this is going to be bigger than a 4/4 often. So there's not really any benefit of clearing the 4/4 here. So I just can do it next turn. There's also a weird situation here where but yeah, so where I kind of want to keep both procs here. So but I have to also not die. That's very important. So this is a little awkward of like, how do I not die here? They have to get god. I feel like I legit have to put them god, what do I do? I guess if they trade, right? If they trade into my...
Decisions.
I can click once and play both freezes. Here's the negative of this. If I click both and play both freezes, then I can't do double king plush next turn. All right, I can't do a king plush and duplicate it, right? So that is a very big negative, basically. So it's you can click one for duplicate. So they're going to kill off my sing-along buddy, right? Wait, I guess so I'm not gonna get the duplicate, the stuff twice. Chat doesn't know. Okay, I could explain, but it's like I have to do this. So if I do the second one, all right, I lost. Aren't you dead on board there? One off. So if I did the second one, I can tell you. Then when I go, they clear up. If they clear off this, right? Then if I go this hero power, right, to get it discounted to 1 mana, I play that. So it's a play that keeps me alive, but pretty much always loses the game. So that's why I'm doing it. Playoffs are tomorrow. They are not streamed on Twitch. I might stream mine. People are saying they want me to stream it. I need to like message the moderators on like basic rules on streaming. There's 5-minute delay minimum. Okay. Like, can you do emote only? Do you have to do emote only, or can you have actual chatters? So I might just do it 5-minute delay. So hashtag Kimberly's wrong. Can I have actual chat? Okay. I don't know. I might do a 5-minute delay, but then I don't know if I get like somebody who has a reputation in the community. But I might just do a 10-minute delay, because like when we do a 5-minute, might as well do a 10-minute, right? I don't know. Like the live experience is gone. Five-minute delay. There's some other things you can get, you know, but unwash himself and become a serious player. Yeah, I don't know. Like, we'll see. 15 or no deal. Really doesn't like Parrot Sanctuary. Interesting. They just really want me to have exotic. I don't know. Exactly, Chris. You get it. I don't know. We'll see. Like I don't know. I'm going I'm doing sex cult tonight. I'm not gonna give up a good night of sex culting. So I mean, I'm gonna wake up and then I'm gonna queue some games, drink some coffee, see how it goes.
They're all better.
Blah blah blah.
Arise, twin shadows.
Ooh, the all face play will backfire here. Dude, for some reason, people can't even type those stupid questions. Interesting choice here. Son of a 6/6 ice to meet you. Here's actually the play. Am I cooked here, chat? I feel pretty cooked. I don't know. So if I go this, I mean they have 13 on board. This is some minion from my deck. I don't know. Dude, this deck is like kind of hard, to be honest, because I'm not good at it. You take Flutterwing, I don't know. The 6/5 and annoying to get through. Seem like it's winning. Wait, okay. Wait, this is actually is winning, alright. They're one off lethal here. I play this, I go double this, it goes down to 0. Probably should have done bird watching then. Wait, never mind, it is not lethal. Okay, well, this sucks.
I'm done here.
Kerrigan versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury. Nothing stands in my way.
That's it, I shouldn't actually keep this card, I don't know.
All better.
Muzzle their magic.
My magic chat.
Give me your paw.
twin shadows.
You run Ranger Gilly so you can run all you can eat, alright? Son of a frickin' 2-3.
Give me your paw.
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it. Yeah, beat it.
I think I'm cooked here.
This treasure ain't fit for our pirates.
I don't know. I don't know how to win. I'm just like
I'm done here.
a lot of aggro, yeah, to counter the hunters. I mean, it's an interesting thing. If hunters doesn't do well on ladder, does okay on ladder, but I mean, it has a less. It's a tier 3 win rate, but not enough people wanted to bring a full aggro lineup. This is what you need to beat hunt, like the counter hunter. Maybe America will happen, right? So someone's reloading your money and charging access in Chinese platform. There's not really much I can do about that, right? That's in China, right? All my VODs are so. Chat, you can watch my VODs. My editor runs this channel, not me, so I don't really own it. But all the VODs are available over here, right? So anyone in China can just watch. Can go watch it over there, right? So. Do they not have YouTube in China?
Kerrigan versus England.
Chad, I'm pretty sure
A final song for your final fight. Nothing stands in my way.
they don't have YouTube. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how, to be honest, like I probably actually prefer them you know, I would like the way to make, like in theory, to make money off of it, but I think it's good that the Chinese know about me, all right, and watch my VODs, so. They'll learn, they'll learn that Warrior's playable. Yeah, right? So. Which is banned.
By petal and sword.
Like the North Korea and China are two different places, Tom Craven. Alright. We don't they're right.
Thorn in your side.
The citadel stands strong.
The American dream. Dude. I don't have a Ranger Gilly. At least my hand is pretty dirty rat resilient here. Be like John Cena. Brings up. Yeah, dude. Chat. What if Chad, also here in America, you have the freedom to call for nerfs for whatever deck you want. Which I don't like, to be honest, right? This is my dirty rat insurance here. Do I ever have lethals here, chat? I don't think I do. Holy crap, though.
There, all better.
Ah, crap. Yeah. Playing the toxic deck. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. This deck is every day I wake up. and I'm like, how am I so good at this game, dude? All right, Chad, this looks like impressive, but do you see I'm only 4 at 8?
You possess eternal valor.
Support this. Look, you know what I like about it? I've said the real purpose why everyone's like, why does Blizzard like test this stuff? Like Blizzard knows that human beings, their true calling in life is to complain. So when people are complaining about Colossus and Wheel, great balanced cards that are tons of fun, Blizzard gives us an Imbue Hunter to show us how bad things could be, right?
The dream must be protected. Nothing stands in my way.
Do you keep tracking? Fear Bond is like, I don't know. I think I'll keep tracking, but it's like on the margin. So they win, exactly, Eamon. Son of a worthless top deck. All right. Interesting choice from the opponent. Well, we kind of have everything we need to win here, to be honest. So, I can do double this and just start hero. I just hero power 3 times, right? And then I win. So I have the nuts here, right? Ping, ping. Hero power 6, hero power 5, hero power 0. This. It seems like the right line, right? So many posts of people getting legend for the first time this month. Yeah, I mean, it's just because more people are getting legend, right?
They're all better. My petal and sword.
Alright. I think they'll be able to set up a turn, a turn 5 OTK here, because that's what they need. Why Gilly over Ukla? You run Gilly so you can run all you can eat, alright? Libra doing some better versus Druid and Rogue. So I'm building this list for tournaments. This is the most popular tournament list. So it's I don't exactly know, but I think this build probably is not as good against aggro, but it's probably better against am I cooked here? Bro, it's so legal, dude. Like I have to go hero power, so I can't really go all you can eat. How he does. Yeah. Like this, like I'm not playing this deck. So I looked at the stats. This deck was the most banned deck, and it had the highest win rate, except for maybe Warrior technically. that did really well. So it's kind of like, right. Give me the glacial shard, chat. Got it. All right. Well, we've got a path to victory here. Gotta survive one more turn. They have 8 on board. Can they turn 5 OTK me? Here, like, it's gonna be bullshit if they do.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
Welcome to the blah blah. Why are you not wearing your high-tech glasses? I am wearing my high-tech glasses. See this sticker? That is how the glasses are controlled, if you're wondering. Am I really gonna die on turn 5 here? Alright. nice rogue deck you got there. Chad, you know what I like about this game? Is just that feeling of agency of like, I make good decisions, I win games. You know? Like, it's just that feeling of like, my decisions mattered, alright? Chat, there's about to add to go on. Let's take a quick bathroom break. Alright.
The sun shines for me.
Chat, you know what I see here? I see what we call peak Hearthstone. Wait, he's running Ysera in his deck? Oh, that's great. Probably not actually great, but I like it. Serve another or blah 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 blah. I mean, he's in such a dominant position. Ooh, dragon relevant here. Origami dragon here is absurd, dude. Wait, why did you take this? Why didn't you take... Okay, it is charged. That is kind of good. But, like, I would have taken the origami dragon. The sad part is it's not really going to matter. Like, they've won. Oh. But... Origami dragon seemed like them. I mean, this is over. Like, you go eternal layover next turn. But... still... Is there blah blah blah? Is there trouble? I mean, how do you win here? You don't. Chad, as a famous person once said, it's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. What you could do here is you could like trade this off and then go is that Gandalf? Yeah. Just take it, yeah. Biden said that, okay. You know what was weird? Chad, I watched Lord of the Rings, like the whole thing, last week, because I needed to rest before this mini set to prepare for Imbue Hunter emotionally. What was I gonna say? But what was I gonna say? Yeah, just weird seeing all the memes again, you know, because like I didn't watch it in like 20 years. No, not 20 years, like 10 years. And or like 15 years, and just all the memes that you just saw, so you're like, you know, he's like, you know, it's like, it's kind of sad about Game of Thrones. Like Lord of the Rings has such cultural staying power, where Game of the Thrones lost because of like the terrible finale, just lost all of its cultural relevance overnight, you know? Which is kind of a tragedy, if you ask me. That's really just in general don't like Parrot Sanctuary, which is interesting. Like they say it's usually a bait keep. I don't know. Like it's right on the margin. You even keep fetch. Fetch is also right on the margin. So I think it's good enough, but if I already had a 2-drop, I'd probably throw it away, but he's riding at a snail's pace. Yeah. Make the shit up the ending, yeah.
Reporting for duty.
Dude, it was that bad. I don't know what you're talking about, Bear Bully. It was so disappointing. Like, basically, Like what bad writing feels like is like it feels like there's just a bunch of things happening, but they don't have any connection. Like, oh look, this is happening now, and oh now this, and oh this person this. Like there isn't that feeling of like, why is this happening? What is like the I think we're in a really good spot here. It's kind of like when you're like 8 years old and you tell a story. So my parents used to make fun of me when I would tell scary stories, because this is how I would tell them. I would basically say, once there was a ghost, and then there was a witch, and then there was a goblin, because that's all I understood. And then they went fishing. Like, you know. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, here we go. This is tough because I like kind of want to just start. I don't know. I kind of hate my play now. I kind of hate my play. I don't know.
By petal and sword. Give me your paw.
I think I should have thought about this turn. Like realistically, I don't know. I'm probably fine though. I just wonder. I wonder if there's a way to get a turn 6 lethal there. That might have been better. Yeah. I mean, it just said is like no one talks about Game of Thrones now. Like it's kind of like, you know, if you broke up with somebody and then they're just dead to you, and either, you know, instead of like having a sad, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like, so wait, do I have lethal? I have lethal.
There, all better.
I mean, the whole it's kind of, you know, part of the reason, like there's a lot of Breaking Bad that's kind of like boring, but they got like the few things right that were important, and now people are still talking about that show 20 years later, right? There's a lot of boring episodes that, you know, a lot of just like emotional tension between Walter and Skyler that's really cringe, that, you know. But so yeah, I know, that's the one. Opposite, yeah. Apparently that's happened with The Office as well. Office was always cringe. Yeah, I mean, but like it's literally cringe by design. But yeah. But I don't know. You know what's weird? Does anyone else relate to this? So when I was a kid, I remember watching television shows like The Office and Family Guy with my friends and just laughing. I haven't laughed while watching a show in years. Like, I just don't find, like, you know. Is that normal, chat? Like, I just don't. Or. Depression. I think we got him here. Usually on their phones. I gotcha. I don't know. I just don't laugh when I watch stuff anymore. I think on a deep emotional level though, because I think it's more than that. I think on a deep emotional level, it's my psyche telling me it's time to stop consuming and time to like do your own thing, right? Like a call to adventure, basically. It's kind of I had a friend, my tennis coach. Actually, was a big influence on me. We talked a lot. And he had this theory that basically you start hating your parents at 14 really badly, because that's like your call to get at them out of your lives and do your own thing. Where think about if you didn't hate your parents, you would just keep hanging out with them, and then you'd be like, you know, you'd be just like this 45-year-old person who's just like, I'm just hanging out with my mom again tonight, you know. You need that like feeling of you know, I need to go find somebody else's mom, you know, like chat's mom. All right, chat, I went. His online course. I don't know. My tennis coach like probably influenced a lot of ideas that have like that eventually led me to writing the book. They're just very early seeds, but he was kind of figuring them out himself, like how to. But I eventually read a book called The Inner Game of Tennis, which I wish I'd read earlier. That also influenced my book. I don't know if you guys ever read that. It's like. This deck is for the ban. How many hours? I said I should play this for 2 hours, but now I'm having fun. All right, this is the only day I could get away with it without chat. You know what I've realized? All of these like players, you know, complaining about, oh, like Hearthstone's so uninteractive. Like, why don't you just get good? All right. Like, you know, is it really my fault that my opponent can't kill me on turn 5? All right. You know what I mean? Like, like, what do you, can you stop complaining and like blaming the world on your problems, you know? Like, dude, you know, dealing 30 on turn 6 is really nothing new, all right? It's just not that big a deal, okay? All right. You know, our founding fathers would deal 30 on turn 2, all right? Or on turn 6, you know? That's too. Benjamin break. Interestingly enough, if I'm like super afraid of dying, I can go turn 5 plush here, which is kind of cool, right? Because like they look like they're hyper aggro deck here.
Let the heavens ignite.
By petal and sword!
I'm probably gonna go for a turn 5 plush here. I feel like it's correct. Thoughts?
Thorn in your side! Give me your call.
They can't even weapon hit twice or they die here, which is crazy. I think we got him. Ironically running Black Knight there. Chat, imagine running an aggro deck solely to beat Plush Hunter and still just losing to turn 5. See, chat, you know what I look you know what's cool about this game? I used my skill to realize playing Clutch on turn 5 was the correct play here, all right? You know, I didn't go for the full OTK. That's because this deck is very interactive. Like, see how I interacted with my opponent's deck, right? So, you know, this is really just a sign of... Dude, Chad, dude, this is like the weird thing is like when you start playing an OTK deck and you start defending it, you start believing, you know? You start being like, you know...
Here we can. Believe.
Watch your step. Nothing stands in my way.
That's comedy. Vader, right? Clips of the stream for his next video. My pedal and blah blah blah. Yeah, am I about to be 4-2 against Rogue, the deck that's supposed to hard counter our deck? Chat, my next video is gonna be called "Why Complainers Are Ruining Great Decks Like King Plush." Chat, you know, my only complaint about King Plush is like I feel like if you have the what's it called, the what do you do here, chat? Is it ever Spirit Bond here? I don't know. Obviously, I can just draw a plush, right, and start pinging, like pressing the button.
How interesting.
I would get the button going.
There, all better. Just quickly. Thorn in your side.
Oh, that's true.
Muzzle their magic.
Well, magic chat. Magic. Chat, the more I play this deck, like, you know what I like about this deck? Is that, I don't have to think about my opponent's plays. I just have to think about my plays, you know? The way things should be. I mean... Wait, what did I say? You know, double face might have been correct there. I don't know.
This treasure ain't fit for our pirates.
Muzzle their magic.
Okay, so... Wait, do I just have lethal here? I literally just have lethal.
Thorn in your side. Give me your paw.
Come now, showtime.
Bro. Chat, turn 5. Look, chat, I mean, a lot of people are gonna say like what I just did was like uninteractive. Pay no attention to the fact that my opponent was just dilly-dallying, wasting time instead while like allowing me to get to my turn 5 OTK. All right, like why do they think they could just do nothing for 4 turns? All right, you know, except for like Shadow Step Cold Neophytes, and then not get OTK'd. You know, it's like it's ridiculous. All right.
Keep on panning. Kerrigan versus Ysera.
My long struggle has ended. Nothing stands in my way.
Did you play poker for a living before? No, I did insurance. I played poker kind of for a living for like 2 years, but it's like I was living with my parents, and I'd make basically, um, I didn't have to pay for healthcare, room and board, or because I was on my parents' plan, and so I pretty much had to just buy food and gas, and that was like more than enough. My pedal and blah blah blah. Worst hits, son of a gun.
My petal and sword.
You gamble a lot? These are the kind of in a way every time I have Neuroplasm's mom come over, I'm kind of gambling
Must have slept in.
when you think about it.
There, all better.
One big gamble. I kind of think it is ZBD. I mean, you're kind of thrown into this life, and you don't know what to do, and you kind of have to just kind of wing it. And you have one buy-in in life, right? Yeah. We did have the discussion earlier over you know, I do find it weird that, like, I think we had a discussion of like the morality of legal gambling, and I'm probably generally for legalized gambling. By generally for, I'm pretty much completely for legalized gambling. But I did find it a little like weird how like we're playing a card game that it's pretty much like gambling light, and then like all of chat is like really anti-gambling, you know. Nothing says building a last. See, that's not a, yeah, that's not a gamble. This is what we call a safe backup career. All right, chat. I wanted to be an accountant, okay, but that, you know, was a dream that wasn't going to work. All right, I had to give up on my dreams to be a Hearthstone pro. Okay, that's the harsh realities of getting older. You learn these things. Yeah, accountant like Ben Affleck, exactly.
Time is of the essence.
Son of a rushy boy. That's so bad. Chat, am I cooked here? Oh god, I have to like get this guy discounted really fast. I don't know what so I can play. I need to get Glacial Shard. I can kill this. I can freeze one of these. I'm so effed here. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. I don't know. I have to do a line that stays in the game here. I have to do this line, but I don't really like it. I don't know. I think also on a certain level, like I just like gambling because I'm good at it, not because I like gambling, and that's where the so for a lot of people like. So if I go to the casino, right, and I'm up $500 and then I lose $300 and I leave up $200, I actually go home feeling bad. This has happened to me multiple times. Though if you're down 500 and you break even, then you feel good. But it's kind of weird that I can literally leave up $200, but the negative emotions, right? I find it boring too. I mean, I find poker fun because it's skill. But yeah, so I don't know. It's never. I think certain personalities just enjoy risk taking so much that they take minus EV spots. Where I hate risk taking, but I also know if you don't risk take in life, you don't you turn down a lot of great opportunities. So yeah. With a good buzz going, I don't like slots. I'm just seeing my money disappear, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Like I just lost $50. Now I have to work more, right? That means I have to interact with chat more. And they're gonna ask me if Hearthstone's worth it, right? I mean, obviously, yeah. So I don't know.
Versus Valera.
The dream must be protected.
Nothing stands in my
I'm usually drunk when I gamble. I gotcha. Do you ever keep tending dragonkin when you already have exotic in hand? Rope coach, what do you think about this? Do I keep this knowing I have this? I wouldn't do it otherwise. I don't know if against rogue. I instinctively feel like I should. I'm going to. Yeah. And personally, I'd only keep it with a nut hand. Yeah. Well, this is what I did. A bit hypocritical. See, you're slowly learning what this stream is all about, alright? Alright. Chad, when I'm not playing this deck, it's a problem, and the players who play this deck are bad people, alright? When I play this deck, it's like totally not a big deal, and everybody needs to stop complaining and get over themselves, alright? Does that make sense?
Give me your paw.
Arise, twin shadows.
There, all better.
Wait, why didn't he go face? I feel like playing sing along buddy and pinging is correct here. I don't know. Lethal next turn. Ping 3, this 2. I can't play plush next turn, right? Like I don't have the mana. It's 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I have 7 mana, so I'm 1 off. I mean, I might just do a procrastination play here. I mean, if he can't kill it, then I do have lethal. Yeah. Okay, that's great. I didn't think about this. Yeah. Yeah, and it does force the kill, and when he doesn't have the kill, okay. Chat, another turn 5 lethal, based off the great skill. Oh, dude. Lately. Man, chat. He needs to go because he missed 2. Give him 2. You know, but Jay needs to stop complaining, all right? And you know, he missed the 2 damage, all right? That's his responsibility. You know, a better player would have won on turn 4 there, okay? All right. Camille, thank you for the prime. Chat, you know what this deck reminds me of? It reminds me that wheel is like kind of uninteractive when you think about it. Like on turn 8, my opponent plays a card that has no immediate impact, and then in 5 turns they win. Like, what is up with that? Like, you know? Is it just me, or is like that's just like a little like how am I supposed to stop that? Right? Nerf Colossus. That too, right? Do people actually complain about wheel? Yes. Alright. They do. Alright. It's not hyperbole, alright? You know what was actually correct there?
Give me your paw.
But I don't know, this might have been dumb. I was supposed to save that. I just wanted to spend all my mana really badly. Yeah, Chad, don't judge me for that terrible glacial shard play, alright? Location freeze, I think is bad. I think the play was flow to mana, the more I think about it. This sucks. I need more imbues. Ah, son of an innervate. Oh, it's just a 3/3. It's not that big a deal. Okay, bird watching. Good draw. Give me the jerkwad.
Keep on panning.
Pedal and blah blah blah. If 2 dirty rat, you will lose. Why do people say stuff like that? That's like saying like if like my opponent's this deck doesn't run dirty rats. We don't need to worry about it. Chat, did you guys know if you get hit by a car, you will probably die? I just wanted you guys to know that. All right, it's important. Play the match tomorrow. Until he's number 1. At the current rate, that'll be like about like another 20 minutes, right? Because we just win every game. Am I winning here? I can't tell. I can freeze 155. Crap, chat. Am I dead? Holy dead, chat. I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Chat, do I have to go plush here? I think I have to go plush, which sucks. But it's like the only winning line, right? So I could go this. No, that never kills anything. You know what, interestingly enough, was the play? No, it wasn't really the play. If I do this, I can get it for 3, right? I could, I just kind of have to go in. The only winning line. I mean, there's just no other line. Alright, I'm going next.
I'm done here.
Copy 1. Tom Craven, why did I think to invent mana out of thin air? Alright.
Regan versus Rexa.
as a main threat.
Let the hunt begin.
Nothing stands in my way.
Do people even need to practice this deck if it's getting permabanned? The risk is that someone doesn't ban it and then I suck at it and then I just auto lose, which could easily happen. Oh god, my hand blows.
Quickly.
I mean, I just need to play for next turn. I mean, we're talking about banned in the tournament lineup. So Hunter was the most banned class, but interestingly enough, even when it wasn't banned, it still crushed it. So in the tournament, so it's kind of a rough situation. You were the chosen one. Yeah. It is kind of interesting how Paladin was so dominant. And this Hunter deck comes along and like Paladin is like old news.
By petal and sword.
Is this deck better for Imbue Druid for ranking up? Alright, let's say if you want to get Legend, okay? Alright, we're gonna go over to the stats. Alright, Imbue Druid is the best deck at the game at Diamond 4 through 1. Right, and it's like by a pretty big margin, beating both Menagerie. These are all like these aggro decks, right? So either you play Imbue Druid or you play like hyper aggro. These are all Menagerie decks, right? Then you got these. And then over here you got Imbue Hunter at a 49. So you're gonna win a lot more games, all right, if you're the typical person. Think about this. Why? Because this deck's pretty easy, right? Why is Imbue Druid doing so much better? Well, everybody is playing this deck, all right? It's the most popular deck in the game. So at Diamond 4 through 1, it's got 50,000 games, where Imbue Druid has a Diamond 4 through 1, 45,000 to games despite being better. So the whole meta is kind of targeting the Hunter deck, right? So
They're all better.
I think I'm cooked here, by the way, chat. Give you a second. I mean, my hand is garbage here, so I'd say I'm like 1 in 40 to win here. Like I don't have plush. I don't have any way to beat them. Like they've already gone triple Imbue. There's almost no world where I win this match, but you know, you hang in there because what else can you do, right? You would normally spank on? Yeah, it's so it is weird. Dude, I am now partnered with HS Replay, so if you do download their deck tracker, it helps out the stream, all right?
We're just stuck with this deck. So I have inside information. Blizzard has decided that they really decided that they want this game to revolve around the quick poopers, all right? And they decided all these cards like Kill Jaden, you know, really every like game should be ending around turn 6, right? So they actually have stated internally, this is definitely true and not something I made up, that this is like their ideal deck, right? They want every deck to be like King Plush, all right? Just going for a quick win, so you can take you know, you can take your. Wait, I'm not supposed to play this, so. That's a little extreme, all right? All right, we'll just fire it in turn, okay? Let's take the violence out of it, all right?
Stop and smell the flowers.
The next step. Funny you say that. They decided that they have this new idea where the game is just decided on a coin flip. They said like people love playing things like blackjack, so why wouldn't they love coin flip simulator? You know, so it kind of makes sense to me. We could really use an all-you-can-eat top deck here. Uh-oh. Oh god, I can't even kill this. That was very bad, actually. Holy, this is bad, chat. Like, this is really bad. And my hand is trash. Bro, this is really bad.
All forms of life will be crushed.
How interesting.
It is a fun. If we top deck all you can eat, we could still win this game. Not hitting button, actually, yeah. The tell.
Planetary decimation.
Can they tell if you don't hit the, like when you hit the, it looks like when you hit the button and you don't have it in your hand, it looks, okay, here we got tracking. Give me all you can eat. Give me exotic. All right.
There, all better.
All right. Come the dirty rats. All right, we lost.
I'm done here.
It was exciting. Is there a bracket for the playoffs? Probably. Less than 50% win rate, by the way. Yeah. So, like, people need to stop complaining, all right? This is like a high skill deck, all right? And it's totally balanced, okay? All right. Chad, I was just hanging out with my buddy Bobby over at his yacht the other day, and I was like, you know, sad, you make this great card game with great balanced cards like King Plush, and people still complain. People don't know how good they've got it. And then Bobby was like, I agree. You know, it's go Bobby. Few times. Chat, you know, it's kind of weird that there's such a long queue time when the ladder is so full of interactive fun decks. All right, like, I don't know. You know what I think it is? Everyone's is it like already in these long battles of like very interactive long games, so it's hard to find an opponent. All right, because everybody's having such a great time in their games, you know. I think it's just broken. The bathroom.
Kerrigan versus Garrosh. Hellscream's eyes are upon you.
Nothing stands in my way.
Alright, here we go. Face Traxxas. Double spear bond. Could keep this hand. Yeah, I thought about keeping a sing-along buddy. I don't think it's quite necessary though. Ooh, arcane blah blah blah. He's running trail mix, but in warrior. Interesting.
I grow weary.
I feel like they don't go dirty rat this soon. It looks like I have a lot of cards, so I'd be scared. But 50-50 here.
And smell the flowers.
And smell the blah blah blah. Okay, Chad, I feel like, do you ever just slam Tendril for ultimate security here? You know? Like, I feel like that's the one way we lose. I also could just take it and wait till next turn, but... How afraid of I am dying? So I can play it and I have a double 9/9, right?
Choose quickly. Give me your paw.
Yeah, I think this is I mean, like I feel like getting dirty ratted is like the only way I lose, because I have my hands good enough that I'm not gonna get like hyper aggroed here. So
Give me your paw.
There's always room for dessert.
maybe my tending dragons did actually be really bad here. Okay, they didn't get it. That's good. Something being broken and wild. What else is new? Won't it take you longer? Yeah. Basically, what I'm saying with this line is that I think it's better to take a longer time here. To secure the fact that I'm not going to lose to aggro or lose to that makes it so I'm very not going to lose to getting OTK'd, so or dirty ratted, so that's what I mean. That's like the way I could lose here.
Follow the flutter wings.
My hatred cannot be contained.
Having more turns to draw Bulwark. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I also don't, you know. It's an interesting one. Like of like what the. It's also cool. Like I can do these plays where I like draw the Tendril Dragon again, right? So, I mean I have lethal, so it doesn't. I have super lethal here. Doesn't really matter.
Kerrigan versus Arthas. You will know endless torment.
Nothing stands in my way.
Better and blah blah blah.
Do you like to play with fire?
Dude, I wonder if it's ever coin Ranger Gilly here. Like, I just kind of need to do something. I don't know. Chat, it's probably not. Chat, no hands just can't resist some good bait, you know? Crap. I got all not the good shit here. This was very unfortunate. I guess now my whatever is guaranteed to hit a flush. Make your hero power worse. Yeah, it's an interesting situation where that can happen, but my opponent is putting 0 aggression on me, so like I can kind of, sometimes your opponent doesn't do anything, so you can basically do these bullshit lines that that they shouldn't let you get away with because they're just being so slow. I have Glacial Shard. I have another Dragonkin and I have Plush. Probably have to throw away coin then. So, I'm allowing them to have this 1 in like 30,000 dirty red here. I think if they ever nerfed Imbue Druid, they have no logic. Chad, I think if the devs ever do anything that doesn't align with your values, that means they're terrible, right? Like, why would the devs nerf the strongest deck in the game? Like, it just doesn't make sense, right?
Keep on panning!
By petal and sword.
Come now, chow time!
That being said, I don't think Imbue Druid is a problem, but but I mean, there's a very reasonable reason to nerf Imbue Druid at some point. It's strong. We nerf strong decks often. Like, it's not that complicated, right? Can we watch him root for you? Kind of can't, to be honest. Wait, okay, let me think here. I have a 50-50 for lethal, I think. I feel like I just play one of the plushes here. I don't know. I also could just like, no, I don't. I changed my mind. We'll just wait a turn. Guaranteed lethals here. Can't tell.
There, all better.
The playoffs are tomorrow. You can't really watch it. I might stream it on delay. You might be able to see me. I'm probably, if I do, I don't know if I want to put a lot of effort into it. I really kind of just want to, like, I haven't just played Hearthstone without content for such a long time. So I kind of am like, but I think I would be less inclined to stream it, but they're not streaming it themselves. So, must be cracked. I know, 52%. Completely broken. Interesting that it's like, he wants us to keep that. I guess Paladin's like probably, wonder if it like Paladin, it considers it like hyper aggro, where it's all about like just getting things. We'll do a weird keep. We're just gonna like keep this very aggressive hand here. Turn around rounds. Yeah, you gotta get top 8. So 6 rounds of Swiss. Top 8s go to top of the scores. Then there's a top 8. Yep. So that is the system. Wait, son of a freaking. Wait, that's a great top deck though. Well, now we don't even need. We just go this. So. Right. There's like 700 to 800 people who qualified for this Masters tour, right? I know the difference between like 700 and like 60 can be, or like 50, are very close on the number scale. So that is very confusing, but no. So, bro, this is bad. Oh. Well, if they I'm probably have to just play plush next turn. Gonna be rough. Sleepy Resident would end this, yeah, dude. So they just go like somehow mana cheats Ladgersill. Wonder if they trade the 8/8 in. Starting the blah 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 blah. Wait, never mind. Why is my opponent throwing for no reason?
And this is to go.
Chat, if you're them, think about it. Because just going 4-face, unless they set up lethal, so it allows, they should know my king plush is 5 mana. So if they go face here, go face, 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 go face. Oh, like they should need to have lethal in hand for this to be a reasonable play. In hand. Gosh, snap! Thank you for the prime. All right, well, my opponent threw for no reason. I appreciate it. Oh, wait, I can't actually duplicate this. I'm chat. The stupidity is strong within me. All right. I don't know. Still just seems incorrect to me. All right, I think okay, so if I get a buff on this guy, then when I hero power, it sets up 2 turns. So let's go for that. I did not get that, but it is what it is.
Shadows are rising again.
4 damage spell? I don't know. I need a way to deal 1 damage now. 4 attack weapon does make sense. I mean, this is probably still a win if they kill it, right? Yeah. Yeah, Ranger Gilly will carry us and make our hero power relevant again. Huge. Oh, I'm dead, chat. Son of a dead. Oh, God. All right. Larry. Chat, I do kind of like my Saturday streams. Starting early. I feel like I don't like starting early on Mondays. But the stream is often popping on Saturdays. You know? That's what I've noticed. I think everybody has like I think hey, Volgo, you have to ask. Probably. Yeah, streams are always do be popping. Dude, when I do Monday streams, they're not popping. All right, but Saturday streams be popping. Lifers are extra lowly on the weekends. Yeah, Chad. It's shouldn't people work on the weekdays? Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Irrigan versus Illidan. I'm
Nothing stands in my way.
This is what we call a hand chat. Like, holy handamoly. You know what's seeing this? We got triple Imbue. We got exotic Houndmaster. Oh, but they got the, oh crap, they're playing aggro. Chat, you know what I hate? Like, players trying to end the game on turn 5, all right? Son of a top deck! Oh my god, dude. Like, who do they think they are? Like, Hearthstone is supposed to end on turn 6, okay? Like, get rid of this uninteractive and aggro nonsense, okay? Unless... Man, son of a blah. This was such a bad top deck. I mean, it was literally the worst top deck in the game. I think I'm cooked, chat. I don't know. Gilly was worse. That's probably right, it's easy. I think I lost. I mean, I can't even, like, I have to play this and oh god. Hello, the blah. Chad, did I tell you guys about how we were talking yesterday? Because it's on my mind. The Monopoly study that I was reading about, where they basically gave certain players in Monopoly an advantage. And those players basically like when they and like they gave one per and the player who won would always say it's because they made better decisions, you know. Just reminds me of how I'm making better decisions right now, all right? Except when my opponent wins and then they got lucky, all right? And the system is unfair, all right? Oh, more pretzels, yeah. I saw that too. I didn't know how I felt about that. I do find like half the fun of playing a game is reveling in the fact that your superiority, unearned superiority, you know? Like that's what I think is fun about playing games, is like beating your opponent in a game of luck and then saying that it's actually because you're a better person. But me and my dad used to play ping pong, and you ever play ping pong? So some people don't play with nick rules, but nicks are okay. So like if you nick the side of the ping pong table, the ball goes off, and it's like almost impossible to stop. And what was I gonna say? We would say like, oh, I was aiming for it, you know?
I must protect the wild.
Nothing stands in my
Interesting. I mean, chat, when you think about it, like being born rich is difficult. Like you had to compete with all those other sperms to get to the egg. So you kind of deserve it when you think about it, you know. And you had to strategically, you know,
Must have slept in.
skill one out exactly.
Keep on panning.
Race championships. Say what? All right, we just need to draw like. Bro. They were aiming for a specific result. Okay, the Monopoly study, it's like the kind of the whole point of like of playing games is it's play. Like it's play of, you know, like reveling like in these like base primal instincts. So it's like it just feels me like kind of the point of all of it is to play these games and, you know, be like, oh, I'm better than you, you know, even though it's a stupid point. It's Monopoly, like, you know. So it's kind of you know, it's yeah, that's what kind of feels a little like you know. I think I win next turn. Oh. It also was interesting. So when you play Monopoly, I feel like it's supposed to have some elements of like the risk mindset where if somebody's ahead, everybody teams up on them, right? So I was actually a little surprised that the person with the advantage always won. I don't know if they play without that, because in theory you should be able to win sometimes with the disadvantage. So I was a little surprised like on that. A little slow. A little slow of a lethal, if you ask me. Well, did you guys like trade? I thought like when you play Monopoly, because you could just give one player a really good deal, you know? So, and you can like refuse to trade with the person who's winning, right? Stuff like that. So they have a harder time getting Monopoly. But I mean, that's the element of when I used to play a lot of Warcraft 3 FFA, and like half of Warcraft 3 FFA is like acting like, oh, you're a victim, and that everybody's teaming up on you and acting really weak, because if you look strong, everybody teams up on you. So you have to be like, oh, the human wins. Thanks guys for teaming up on me, you know, like 100% win for the human, you know, like you have to do, it's all that typing and stuff is half the game. So
Never fall behind.
Kerrigan versus Valera.
Watch your step. Nothing stands in my way.
I don't know if I was supposed to keep double fetch here. It's probably incorrect. Gang up on, yeah, it's kind of like real life, Q, you know.
They're all better.
Orange and red, yeah. Oh shit, let's go, dude. Our hand's insane now.
They're all better.
Rock number 802, welcome to the
Welcome to the blah blah blah. Are they divided that way? It looks weird at ASF. I don't know. It's green tea. I make it in bulk and then I drink it. It's got that L-theanine in it, you know? So you warm up with an energy drink and then you switch to green tea, you know? Like the true degenerate I am. I kind of feel like I'm supposed to glacial shard here on this because it denies them from killing it off. Which is good for me, so it's harder for them to pop off. More caffeine in the blood. A meta defining deck. Yeah. Meta defining doesn't mean strongest, right? Meta defining means the meta revolves around beating it, right? So the strongest decks are often not meta defining because if they were if a deck is the strongest in meta defining, it's usually tier S, which doesn't happen very often. Where the whole meta is countering it. So
Choose soon.
could use all you can eat top deck here. All you can eat gives us a turn 6 OTK here.
My hand is too full.
We could it's a weird one. If we top deck 10 Drink Dragons, we have OTK here. That's what yeah. Me and my family eventually stopped we stopped playing Monopoly because we would play it a lot. And then like somebody would always cry at the end. So eventually we stopped playing it. Right? But we switched to other games. But yeah, we played Monopoly for years.
I would cry. I was also the one that caused crying. You know. Holy crap. What are the, I mean, it really is ZBD. Alright, I have one top deck for victory here. Oh, I think I lost, but
By petal and thorn.
yeah, maybe they don't have. Maybe they have no way to kill my 17/6 here. The Baker can never be trusted. That's so true. So we also there was like a make your own opoly once. So I got it for my birthday. So I like made all my own rules and my own things, which is kind of fun. Called it. I think I hit it. You like print out stuff from your printer on it. I called it Lukeopoly. Yeah. Wait, Chad, if we win this, it's absurd.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
How stimulating.
Wait, no! All right, son of a.
I'm done here.
Bro, in a motion. Dinosaur killed by asteroid. Dude, that is funny. Chat, have we played this deck enough? Chat, ironically, the chat seems to be liking this deck. I feel like you guys are having fun watching me play this deck. It really goes to show you that, you know, what the people want is turn 6 lethals, all right? None of this, like, value nonsense, all right? Like, I'm sick of, you know what I'm sick of? Some slow value player thinks they're better than me because they can, like, figure out a long-term win condition and play a value matchup. You know? Like, you know what? I could kill you on turn 5, all right? Get over yourself. Best stream response. Kind of enjoy it. I gotcha. It just hate watching, yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Actually, I'm just playing this deck just to expose the horrors of King Plush. All right. Be honest, this deck's more fun than Imbue Druid.
My way.
I'm surprisingly 5-3 against Rogue, which surprises me. Questionable plays, NoHandsGamer here.
Muzzle their magic.
Why is Ranger Gilly good? So it gives you a +2/+3, which makes your King Plush just a little bit stronger, right? And so you can get even more powerful OTKs. Muzzle their magic. Blah, 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 blah. When are the playoffs tomorrow? For America, at least. Son of a dubious purchase. Yeah, guaranteed draw plus here. He's not a beast, right? Okay.
This treasure ain't fit for our pirate. Now this is treasure.
Set sail for sail.
Bad. What's the play? I can play this. Hero power, get the glacial shard down. I use coin, right? I use coin. I don't even have to use coin, okay? Then this will be at 5, right? Then the following turn, I go sing along buddy, hero power again, right? Sing along buddy, hero power again. I'll be at 7 mana. This goes down to 1, and then I can duplicate it, and then play it twice. So it looks like a win.
Too quickly.
You know, interestingly enough, misplay. Chat, what was the very fancy high level misplay I just made, and why is it a misplay? I want you to figure out why I misplayed here. A very small technical mistake that I made that gives my opponent another out.
This treasure ain't fit for our pirate.
Use coin, but you had it in hand. No. Okay, so I should have used coin instead of using this. Because they have another Cold Neophyte in their deck. And a Cold Neophyte could block my OTK. Because if I use coin, then with both of these, I can always I can get the OTK down without killing anything. So see, I have to use coin here. So it's fine because I have coin, but I could have used the coin and kept the charge.
Kerrigan versus Malfurion. I must protect the wild.
Nothing stands in my way.
I feel like I'm the only straight man in chat. How's the testing been so far? 50%. I mean, this is a deck that, like, I'll give you a spoiler alert. Like, I didn't want to play this to bring this deck. And then I basically did the analysis, and you need a really good reason not to bring this deck, basically. But I'm also worried there will be full aggro lineups, because somebody's going to do it. So I need to be good enough at this deck to scam a win. But I feel like I am already, so... Like, I'm 50%. But yeah, basically, in the tournament meta, this deck is so... it was the most banned deck on the Asia server, but it still had a 56% win rate. Or something like Rogue had a 47% win rate, despite being banned way less. What's the rest of your lineup? Yeah, wouldn't you like to know? Mr. Streamer, can you tell me, like, the code? Can you please tell me how to your investment strategies? Like, yeah, it's not gonna happen, bro. All right.
Give me your paw. All better.
Must have slept in.
All right, repeat after me.
Give me your paw.
Wait, is that an F up? My opponent traded off their 3/3 for no reason there. It makes my life easier.
I concede.
Alright. Chad, do we ever stop playing this deck?
Keep on
I
panning.
feel like I'm ready to play another deck. Like, we've done good enough.